What is happening, everybody? John here. Now, if you told me a couple of years ago that I would be reacting to a Skrillex record here in 2023, I would not have believed you, to be honest. But I feel like this type of music is having a bit of a renaissance at the moment, pun kind of intended. And the fact that Skrillex, Fred again, who I've been doing videos on the channel recently, and Fortet sold out Madison Square Garden in a matter of seconds with no prior advertisement for today, I think. I mean, I don't even know how that's logistically possible. That says to me there's something happening at the moment. So Skrillex's Quest for Fire has just dropped. Let's do this thing. As always, this is uncut on the Patreon. Join the realest ones. The link is down in the description. This is on the Boiler Room set, right? Fred again. Hey, what's the drop gonna be? Oh yeah. This is the. This is the bit in the set, maybe that Fred wasn't necessarily supposed to drop this track. When it drops in the Boiler Room set, Joe, run the clip. Everyone goes nuts, and then he scratches it off quickly or pulls the rat. I don't know what the hell it is. I'm not a DJ, am I? This is fire. I need it louder. Okay. It's like a combination of sort of soaring trance moments, euphoric, and then that filthy bass line. Don't get it twisted. Okay. I don't know if it's going to mix straight into the next track or not, so I'll stop it here. Yeah, that's a good opener. I don't know if you would even class this as dubstep anymore, or whether that genre is just kind of molded and like become amalgamated in everything else. But I remember when it came out, that was kind of like the first music that aged out my generation. I'm well aged out of everything now, you know that. But when Skrillex first came out, a lot of people in dubstep first came out, what we're talking about 12, 15 years ago. People my age just didn't get it at all. And I must admit, like, I liked elements of it, but I remember seeing Magnetic Man in a gig. It was with some other bands. Anyway, first track was just like, this is unbelievable. I never heard anything like this. But after about 20 minutes, I was like, I kind of need something more. Whereas a track like this, you have that filthy bass line, but you have other elements going on which kind of take it to another place. So I don't really know what to expect from the rest of this album, but I like the fact Mr. Wazzo, talking of filthy bass lines, remember Flat Beat with Flat Eric? If you're old like me, you do. He was on this track called Ratata. Oh, Missy Elliott, how did I miss that?
This the kind of beat that go rat-ta-ta, rat-ta-ta. DJ Skrillex, we beat the realest team on the billis. Watch out, I kill it, watch out, I spit it on the mic, fill it. Y'all can't do what I do, just admit it. I'm about to get it, money, get it. Drop it to the floor, shake my big bitties, bopping like bars, be hard like a pound of bricks. To go up, jumps the boogie to the bang, bang high. This the kind of beat that go rat-ta-ta. This the kind of beat that go rat-ta-ta, rat-ta-ta. This the kind of beat that go rat-ta-ta, rat-ta-ta. This the kind of beat that go rat-ta-ta. This the kind of beat that go rat-ta-ta. This the kind of beat that go rat-ta-ta.
Yeah, not like, I didn't like that as much as the first track, but it was still cool. Almost a bit drill-esque, this beat. Talking about genres melding, right? Sound is weird. Sounds like skeletons tickling each other. Listen to that. Yeah, it's kind of super atmospheric, almost cyberpunky, this track. Not necessarily a club banger, but yeah, it's kind of working for me. It could build into something that absolutely rips through the speaker, but I don't feel like it's going to with a minute left. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this might sound like a fucking assault in a club. I felt like at the end of the song itself almost didn't have the confidence to just stay in its own lane and just stay being atmospheric. It felt like, almost like Skrillex felt like he needed to add more to it to take it somewhere else, and it almost detracted from it slightly on that first listen. But yeah, there was a lot I enjoyed about that track, and it's an interesting album so far. I genuinely didn't know what to expect, because like I haven't really listened to Skrillex's music since, like Bangarang, which I like. Now I have heard this, again from the Boiler Room, obviously this was released. Shout out Fred again. Love that guy.
Run for them life. When I step into the jungle, so they wanna group up. They better move up, never gonna win a Royal Rumble. But when I killers in the jungle, yo, listen, you hear that? Killers in the jungle, killers in the jungle, killers in the jungle.
This song, I think, it's okay on headphones, on speakers, but I think that in a club setting or a live setting, everybody's chanting along to that little bridge, Killers in the Jungle, and then the lights go crazy for this part and everybody's dancing. I feel like that's where the song's going to work better.
Yo, you hear that? Over, smell the aroma. Them done dead a really long time when a ramp, when a skinny couldn't wake from a coma. Jungle. Yo.
Everybody loves somebody, but I know you're not anybody. Everybody loves somebody, no, you're not just anybody.
Not sure about this one. I know, this is kind of fire. Yeah, no, this one's grown on me massively. What's this, a fucking xylophone? Yeah, I wasn't sure about that track at first. I thought this is just kind of like your standard sort of slightly poppy house track that I've been hearing forever, but it moved in interesting places. Fortet maybe getting involved there. Listened to Fortet a fair bit back in the day. It's an interesting record. It's kind of a bit all over the place in terms of style. It's not as crunchingly dubstep as I was kind of expecting it to be, which honestly is a good thing. Kind of like it. I do kind of like it. So many people, like, back when Skrillex was massive, I guess he still is massive, he's selling out Madison Square Garden in like 1 second. And I think Rumble's already done like 30 million streams in a couple of weeks. Anyway, one of the things that happened with this genre very quickly, one, it got massively overdone. Loads of people without his level of skill, ability, and ear, I guess, started using this type of sound and making dubstep, and then it quickly became a meme. It kind of burned very brightly and died out. I'm sure some people are still into it, and there seems to be evolutions of that sound anyway, like I say, melding into other genres. Joe, who's a bassline DJ who edits these videos, we're editing this one. Run a clip of your set, Joe. Let the people see. See, he knows more about it than me. But it felt like the second that you hear that deep wobbling bass sometimes, it's almost like my brain goes into instant meme and I'm not giving the actual sound enough appreciation. Whereas this is interesting. It's almost like subtle, considering that's one of the least subtle sounds you could ever make in music. There is a subtlety to this track. And it is less in your face than I thought it was going to be, this record. Oh, I felt like it was. I kind of preferred where it was going to go with that sped up bit. Yeah, I'm going to have to listen to that track a bunch more times because right now it didn't move me. But I feel like there's elements there that I need to appreciate a little bit more. There was that one bit where I thought it was going to drop into a slightly different tempo, which got me excited, and it just dropped back into the sort of classic dubstep sound. Choir boy. Yeah, this is fire, man. It's so understated. And yet quite impactful. I don't think you can not be impactful with that bass. It's almost impossible to be. As much as there is subtlety and nuance to this album, like that bass does thud through the center of your brainstem, so you have to be realistic about it. It's almost a garage element to it as well. Interesting. So I might say this name wrong, apologies if I do. Nai Barghouti is a Palestinian singer, composer and flute player who's on this track. So yeah, it sounded amazing. It's a mad track. Woo. Crazy track. You have the percussion, the different tempo changes, the singing. Sway Lee on this one with Sick Brain and Postage. Loads of features I don't know who they are, I'm not gonna lie. don't really like these parts, but when it drops, it's fire. This just sounds like a bad version of Sunflower. Screamo mixed to sort of like pop trap. Yeah, enjoyable track. Not sure how I feel about that one overall. On first listen, we'll keep it going. Flow down again on this one with Beam and Peekaboo. Hydrate. Yeah. Oh. How did I stop it?
Hope is where your heart, 'cause there is life abundance, life abundance.
Phone book full of killer contacts. Frontline never gonna run back. Got mine ready for the combat. Me against them when I'm on that. Somebody should have beg pardon. 'Cause none of my soldiers are on that. Diplomats speak different jargon. But money talks louder, we got that. Pull up on your foot for the convo. Any loose trap, yeah, we lock that. So we gotta get back to basics. Keep stepping on that. It's simple, not complicated. So when it's hot, just stay hydrated.
Blessings when you're overcome. Just say blessings when you're overcome.
So when it's hot, just stay hydrated.
Reggae me this, reggae me that, reggae me this, reggae me that. When I come in a plate, my cup in the pop, and I come in the house, my cup in the lot.
Not complicated. So when it's hot, just stay hydrated.
You know there's more to every story. Mama, listen. Hope is where your heart is. Don't give up on this. Don't give up on this.
Yeah, I'll hear a whole song of this as well, please. Warped Tour 05 with Pete Wentz. Nearly 20 years ago. Is that Steve-O?
He's all in your bed, it's a fact. What to do with that? Don't want to do you bad, where you at? I come through with that. You're in a good space now. When you get with me, get the fantasizing and shit. When you get with me, get the bouncing, dropping that shit. Bounce that shit, bounce that shit, bounce that shit, bounce that shit, bounce that shit.
Can't work if that sounds good or it's an absolute racket. Yeah, I like these smoother parts, but that chorus or drop or whatever the hell you call that part, it kind of sound like rodents having a Royal Rumble inside my ear canal. I'm sure it's going to come again. Picks up a bit of a drum and bass energy. You know, still this might be horrendous. Noisier. Josh Pan and Dylan Brady on this one. I remember Noisier from the DMC soundtrack.
Can't resist us. Clearly I find myself living inside a shell. My existence. Supersonic.
I think I like that track. I'm never gonna be in love with the dubstep style drops because I feel like when a song's going somewhere, like it's almost like it just sort of yanks it back from going where it needs to go. The sonics of it I like. After a while, I feel like I just want to go with the song and have a moment, and it just drags me back. Okay, Skrillex and Porter Robinson on this last track, 5 minutes. Here I feel that bassline sound is just adding to the texture of the song rather than pulling me out of it.
Is anybody here with a team more than like 20? Make some noise right now!
That sounds like language. Yeah. Lovely close. I think the album is a bit all over the place. I think it has some magic moments on it though. Skrillex fans, let me know in the comments your thoughts on it. I feel that you're going to be positive. Joe, what do you think? This is more your kind of music, right? Unless I've got it horribly wrong. Nice finish, but the finish doesn't necessarily match the mood of the rest of the project. Like I say, it's a bit kind of all over the place, but that's kind of how I've always found his music and this style of music. It's hard to be taken somewhere when you're constantly being pulled back or smashed up or mixed up like you're in a blender, but that's the way it goes. But definitely some moments on there, and I'm excited for what's happening in this broader genre at the moment, you know, with Fred again, with Skrillex, Fortet, I guess, and then Porter Robinson, all sorts of people, and you guys have been recommending in the comments as well. I think it's exciting with big artists from other genres being, you know, obviously Drake and Beyonce and others moving into this space as well. I think it's going to be an interesting sound moving forward. I'm definitely glad that we're in and amongst it. All right, if you've made it this far, subscribe. There's a great Fred Again reaction around here. It's going to be on the end screen, highly recommended. And I'll catch you all very, very soon. All right, peace.